Today we're hosting a class for anyone who wants to come in the community. It's a donation class open to anyone who wants to learn yoga and practice yoga. All the proceeds go to the Lucas County Human Trafficking Coalition. A few years, probably over 5 years ago, I went to Dr. Celia Williamson's lecture on human trafficking. She sold me on the fact that anybody can do anything to help with this cause. And from that, I've taken what I do in my life, teaching yoga. I'm also a dance teacher and choreographer, and found ways to help with the cause. Yoga, in its natural roots, is about teaching compassion and tolerance and integrating the mind, body, and spirit. When you start to practice yoga, you learn a lot more about yourself and about things like compassion. So connecting that compassion to yoga and then taking it a little bit step further and connecting the compassion to go further out into the community and working with the coalition is a good fit.
Well, the neat thing about this yoga class is it's open to everybody. And so it doesn't matter if you have experience in doing yoga, you can come, you can have some fun, but also they've been kind enough to, the proceeds are going back to the coalition, which will go back to individuals who are either working with victims of human trafficking or individuals who have lived experience and have been through some hard times. So we're very grateful. Our mission is to unite the community to combat and end human trafficking. So it appears like a simple mission, but really it's pretty complex. We do a variety of things: education and awareness. We work on prevention. So we have an education committee that goes out. We do presentations. If people are in need or interested in educating their community, we'll come out to you. We also work with service providers, so people who are on the front lines who are providing direct service to human trafficking victims and survivors. We create a safe space for them to process what are their challenges, what do they need help overcoming, and then events like this help us kind of collaborate with community members to say, hey, I have some materials that might be helpful, or I have time that I could volunteer, or funds that could donate. We also have a grant that is available for community members, $2,000 grant twice a year. And so you can apply for that grant, and that goes directly to providers who are helping victims of human trafficking.
One of the things that I do in yoga, often before classes, I set an intention, either myself or with the students. And we try to leave that very open to the student. So what is your intention? What do you want to take away from this class? But to learn that there is a large problem here, there is a solution. What I would like them to take away from this particular event is an understanding and awareness of human trafficking, and to bring awareness to beyond just the people that are coming to take the class. So that would be one of, I think, my intentions, and one of the intentions of the coalition, to bring the awareness beyond just who you are. Maybe you think, I have 2 daughters, and when I learned about it, they were younger, and I was just horrified and just couldn't even grasp what happened to these girls. So I kind of internalized that as a mother, but you can take that a step further and think, there's all these girls out there being trafficked, and watch out for it. Keep an eye open for it.
It is an issue that impacts everybody. It does not discriminate. It impacts domestic folks, foreign-born folks. It impacts men and women, youth and adults. So I like to remind people, when we're talking about human trafficking, we're not just talking about sex trafficking. We're also talking about labor trafficking. There's some research out there that shows actually majority of human trafficking is labor trafficking. So that could be agricultural workers, people working in domestic servitude, a hospitality industry, salons, salons, nail parlors, manufacturing. And I think we sometimes forget about that population, especially if we're business owners and we have employees working for us, or if we have somebody helping take care of our home, or other workers that we come across. So reminding people to teach everybody as if they are their own family and loved one. The golden rule is always a good reminder. But also when you're a parent and you have young kids, educating them and having real talk, real conversations about their significant others, about drugs and alcohol, about sex, about healthy relationships. You know, that's an important conversation to have throughout a young person's life. And sometimes I think we get a little hesitant to have those conversations, but that's one way to look out for and stop human trafficking.